Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back again with another pick a card reading. This time it's on your first encounter with your future soulmate. So all you're going to do is pick one of the three piles. I will show them right now. So we have pile number 1, which is the tomato, pile number 2, which is the diamond ring, and pile number 3, which is the butterfly. So you pick one of these three piles, click the timestamp down below, and this is how your first encounter with your future, or I guess next soulmate, is going to go and how it's going to be. Maybe describe them a little bit. We'll kind of see how it goes. Remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainers only. If you'd like to tip, there's a link to my PayPal down below, and there's also a button on YouTube that's a heart that says thanks for giving money directly. Let's get started. Okay, so pile number 1, this is for your next encounter with your future soulmate or next soulmate. Remember, if you guys like these, you can tip. There's a link to my PayPal down below. So the button on YouTube, that's a heart. It says thanks, you can give me money directly. Okay, so we do have the tomato. So the tomato makes you think tomato, tomato, tomato. So I do think that there is some sort of friction, or perhaps there's some sort of weird encounter, like maybe teasing or a playful energy, because this makes me think of Sundara, where it's like you don't really like the person and then you grow to like them, or there's like someone's like making fun of someone, or maybe there's comedy involved, but it definitely feels like there's some sort of friction in the beginning. Okay, let's pull. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, hard work, the Justice card, not paying off, and the 2 of Wands, misguided aggression and friction. Yeah, it definitely looks like someone is a tease, or is like a teaser, or like teases you, or vice versa. I definitely don't think the two of you are going to like each other in the beginning. I think there's tension. Maybe one of you likes someone else, or is hung up on someone else first. Or maybe they're just like making fun of someone and you don't like it, but there's friction. There's absolute friction in the beginning of this encounter. The Justice card is like, I don't like you. You're judgmental and I don't like the way you act. And the other person's like, well, screw you. There's a little bit of tension here. Especially with the 2 of Wands, that's hidden sexual tension, but that's also like misguided aggression. So it's like you two misreading each other. Nessie, longevity, yes. So this has the potential to be a long-term relationship, actually, for real. But it's going to take a while. Like, this is a connection where you have a back and forth with this person for a while. It could be a sneaky link for a while. It could be a friends with benefits for a while, or it could just be someone you've had a repertoire for a while. Could also just genuinely be someone you haven't liked, and then all of a sudden you learn to like them. But this is a long game. I genuinely feel like this is someone you'll know for a while before anything happens. Like, to me, this is a very long, drawn out process. The snake charmer. Okay, again, this is Britney Spears, I'm a slave for you, obviously. But I always see this as being able to captivate people and captivate an audience. So that makes sense. This person is captivated and they captivate you. But I think with the snake charmer, it's literally charming snake. Like, it's like, I don't know how else to word that other than it's literally verbatim. It's like you see the snake in the grass, like the bad person, the bad boy, the bad girl, and you end up taming them. So to me, it's like someone who's a little bit of a dick or a little bit of like a bitch or whatever, and it's like you kind of end up taming them, or vice versa. Maybe they put you in your place. But either way, this is like being able to put someone in their place, and this is the Sundara connection, like 100%. It's without a doubt. Like, it's like, I like to tease, I like to poke, I like to provoke. There's friction, but eventually we end up liking each other. Parasite. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Parasite is like someone who just eats away at you. Like, you're annoying. Why are you always annoying? Why do you always do this shit? Why? I can't get you out of my life. Like, you're always around. You're always somewhere. Like, this person is consistent in your life. Ritual. Interesting. Where's that coming from? Pluto's transformation. Okay. I think that this person, Virgo. Okay, so it could be Virgo energy. It could be a Virgo. It could be Virgo energy. But to me, this person is very strategic in everything that they do. So I think that they've had a plan for a very long time. they just haven't acted on it. And I think with the ritual, to me, they're waiting for the perfect moment. In Pluto's transformation, they're waiting for the perfect moment to be able to strike. Perhaps maybe they're healing or you're healing. All I can say is that they're waiting. Maybe you're with someone else or they're with someone else and that relationship has to fall apart first, but they're waiting for their perfect moment to strike. Yep, secret doorway. This totally will be a sneaky link before it's an official link. Like, I see you hooking up with this person or talking to this person on the low and not wanting anyone to know. It's like a secret at first. Mother and daughter. Ooh. This is about nurturing someone. You guys are very, very, very different. These are two very, very different people. Maybe someone has mommy issues, but for me, this is very, very different. You two are very different and you can learn a lot from each other. And I think that's why you have friction, because you're very different, almost polar opposites. Okay, beauty, Bayami. Interesting. And then we have Boricua in the house. We have unity here. Interesting. One of you might think that the other one is out of their league, to be honest. It's possible. But the two of you make each other glow, and the two of you bring out the better side of each other. I think the two of you put each other in your place. I think you bring out the better side of each other. I think one of you is going to have a glow up in the longevity period, and it's going to look better. So interesting. Especially because beauty makes me think that someone here is like really attractive though. Like really attractive. Like people throw themselves at this person. Has to be. And unity to me tells me that the two of you together move mountains and have the ability to take over. Like, think like power couple, power dynamic. It would be like bringing two forces together. Like, I give you a great example. Like, let's say, for instance, I use myself as an example. Like, right, let's say I dated someone who's also a YouTuber. This would be like, my audience is a female audience, their audience is a male audience. Together, it's like unity. That's what I'm seeing. It's like bringing together opposites, bringing together different sides, and together they create something magical. This absolutely has the ability to be a serious long-term relationship. There is a lot of tension. There is a lot of chemistry. I will tell you, though, that this is going to burn pretty hot when you're looking at this. I do think that they're prone to fights, arguments. I think they're prone to friction. I think this connection is prone to ignoring. I think the two of you could make each other jealous or could piss the other one off. It's giving very brat tamer energy. Just, it feels very much to me like a hot, cold energy as well. It's going to take a long time for this to solidify. I wouldn't be surprised if the two people in this connection end up with other people before they end up with this person or with each other, or start talking to other people in the middle of having their thing, because I don't think that this is going to be one where it's just simple. It's a long game, a long con, and there's a few things that each of you want to do before it happens. I'm going to pull a card here. I mean, a song. So let's see if we can pull a song to represent this. Oh my God. It's Carly Rae Jepsen's Gimme Love. Gimme love, gimme love, gimme love, gimme love, gimme love, gimme touch. 'Cause I want what I want. Do you think that I want too much? This is about, let me read some lyrics. I should have asked you to stay, beg you to stay, but when I get right next to you, I hear this heartbeat break into you. I feel the earthquake in the room, and so I pray. Fall into me and then give me love. So for me, this is definitely about like missed opportunities and confusion. When one person is into this person, the other person isn't. It's like, I'm into you, you're not into me, you're into me, I'm not into you. It's like the timing has always been off between these two. It's never been right. Maybe they're preoccupied. And one person thinks the other person is too needy and that the other person is too like aggressive or too bold or too dramatic. And the other person thinks the other person is too dismissive and avoidant. So there's definitely a lot of back and forth with this connection. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be shocked if these two didn't eventually date at some point, just for the simple fact of it gives me soul contract. I don't want to like you. I don't have a choice. That's what it feels like to me. It's like we're drawn to each other like moths to a flame. It reminds me of, if anybody watched Gossip Girl, Dan and Blair, the Dare ship, it reminds me of that. That is the exact relationship I'm seeing in my head is Dare. So, Dan and Blair. Yeah, it's like these two have no business being together, but it makes sense for some reason. So, Hope you guys like that. If you did, make sure you tip. There's a link to my PayPal down below. There's also a button on YouTube that's a heart. It says thanks for giving me money directly. Until next time, good luck. Pile number 1. Okay. Pile number 2. Hi. This is for what your first encounter with your next soulmate will be like. Remember, if you like these tips, there's a link to my PayPal down below. There's also a button on YouTube that's a heart. It says thanks for giving me money directly. So if you pick the diamond ring, someone is serious. Someone is super serious, super quick. I can tell you that right now. Someone's enamored, and there is a gift giver involved here. One of you is very big on giving gifts. So I think this is a relationship that might move quickly. Ace of Swords is regrets when it's reversed. We have the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Yes. So this is someone who feels like perhaps you were the one that got away. It's very possible that this is someone who's like, you're the one that got away. For some of you, this could be someone that ghosted you. I'm not going to lie. But it definitely, there's a feeling of you're the one that got away for some of you. I come back burning really hot. King of Wands, the Knight of Cups. I've grown up. I've matured. I'm more serious now. It's been a year or two. Things are different. And I'm ready to be serious and commit. I've made a lot of bad decisions. I regret the decisions I make. That is a thing that I'm seeing for some of you. However, for others, you remind them of someone that they've done that before, or they've made this mistake before and they don't want to make the same mistake again. If it's a new person, it's generally just like, I know a good thing when I see one and I don't want to lose out on this again, so I'm going to rush into it. So this person is very, very impulsive because of that. Yep. Kitsune is wisdom and knowledge. Also, this person is a very good listener, and I think that they're paying attention. This is a gift giver. Like, they're paying attention to all the things you say. Like, this is the type of person that will remember what you say and try to help you without you asking. The Goddess. Ooh, not the pregnancy card. Come on, Britney Spears, someday I will understand in God's plan. Again, this is definitely, maybe one of you has a kid already. It's possible that one of you has a kid already. But I also see that as a nurturing spirit and someone who is very emotional. This person, high levels of emotion, super emotional. I don't care if it's a girl or a guy. This person has a lot of feelings, wears their heart on their sleeve. Big feelings. This is also someone that I think maybe wants a family. If they don't want a family, though, they are looking for someone who's very strong, because you think of that as like Empress or with their Emperor, or Emperor with their Empress, or whatever, vice versa. It doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter here. But so they're looking for someone who's very strong, someone who's very reliable and consistent. So when they see it, they go after it. They like, I want to wife you up. I want to husband you up. That's what that is. Hiding your true self. Interesting. This person has a shady past. That's what that is too, the Kitsune. Water cleansing. This person has a shady past. I think that they have a toxic ex. I think that they've done bad things before. It could be someone who's maybe newly sober and had issues with that, but or like addiction or something. But I can tell you right now, this person definitely has had bad experiences before. It's possible that it was a bad experience with you, but even if it's not a bad experience with you, it's a bad experience with someone else. Their last ex hates them for good reason. But I do believe this person has evolved and has changed because they want something serious in their life. Oh my God, my fucking ring got caught on this card. Fire. There's the passion that burns pretty quickly, and there's the air. Fire and air. It's like feisty. It's quick. This person is very impulsive, very quick. Think of it like a Leo or an Aries who's a chaser. This person lays it on thick. I think some of you will be scared of getting love bombed. I don't think this person is a narcissist. I don't think they're love bombing you. Do not self-sabotage. I genuinely just think that they've realized their mistakes. Glimpse. Interesting. Wait, one more. The secret path. So, interestingly enough, with the, I feel like they kept an, I just feel like this person has kept an eye on you. So like this would be someone who would ask their friends about you, or if it's someone from your past, they've kept tabs on you on social media, maybe a Finsta. If there's someone you just met in real life, they've been watching you for the night. Like their first encounter with you, I don't think is like accidental. I genuinely think that this person is like very much like, I'm going to figure out a way to get that person. I want that person. I wouldn't even be surprised if maybe they're at a bar and their friend is talking to you and they take you from their friend. Like to me, this reads very bluntly as like, I'm going to swoop in here and sweep you off your feet. Shiva Destroyer, uh-oh. And Sheila Negi Gateways. Huh. Interesting. Huh. You know what's so interesting about that is this person, I genuinely feel like they have a destructive past. And I think that they've destroyed things before, but they found a way out. What? They found a way out. I think that they had unhealthy outlets. I think that they had bad habits and unhealthy outlets. And I think they've realized that they've had destructive behavior. And they don't want to do that anymore. You know, what's interesting too about the Shiva card to me tells me that whatever you can destroy, you can build, you can rebuild. And I also think that okay, I just got it. Yeah, okay. Okay, oof. Okay, I mean, I don't know how many of you are going to like this, but you're going to be dealing with this. They are very jealous. I'm not going to lie, and possessive. That's the King of Wands, the fire energy. They are very possessive and jealous. There is someone in your life they're not going to like because they don't trust them. They're actually right about this person. So you better listen, because it's either someone that wants you or someone that is not trustworthy. They are right about this. I do think that I see competition, because the reason this person is acting crazy is because they don't want to lose you, which makes me think I see competition, which means someone is competition in your life. I don't know if there's two people coming after you at once, but this person sees this person as competition and they're willing to destroy them. They're willing to do whatever it takes to have this person, to have you. Like they're willing to do whatever it takes to have you. It's almost like the thought of potentially losing you makes them want to pop the question or makes them want to get serious. Like someone is lighting a fire under their ass because there's someone else here. Okay, let's get a song for you guys. Oh my God, it's Nicki Minaj, Up in Flames. I told you there's a lot of fire energy here. I mean, this song is literally about going up in flames. Like everything is crazy. It's kind of a disaster, but it's also interesting and fun and passionate. This person would go to the ends of the earth for you. This person would fight for you. I think they will be fighting for you. I think they're a fighter. I think that they will be pushing people out of your life or trying to get to you. They're very passionate. Something ignites in them where they're like, I can't lose this. I don't want to lose this. They're willing to burn the world for you, to be honest, which is kind of, I know it sounds kind of toxic, but I don't know how to word this without you, because you're just going to be like, you're toxic. Oh my God. I don't think it's toxic. I think it's passionate and romantic. But for some of you who aren't going to like that, you'll just leave them. That's fine. You don't have to be with this person. But I actually just believe this person is very, very possessive and protective of you. Because it's like protecting your baby. So to me, it's like you're their baby and they want to protect you at all costs. Like they'll destroy anything for you. Like it reminds me of 365 Days when she's like with the mafia guy and he's like, I'll kill anyone for you. Like that's what it reminds me of. Okay. So if you guys like that, make sure you tip. There's a link to my PayPal down below. There's a button on YouTube where it's a heart, which says thanks. We can give you money directly. Until next time, good luck, pal, too. Okay, let's do pile 3. Pile number 3, this is for your first encounter with your next soulmate. Remember, if you like these tips, there's a link to my PayPal down below. There's also a button on YouTube where it's a heart where it says thanks, you give me money directly. So we are looking at the butterfly. So fly free like a butterfly. Nabileta. What? Makes you think of Fiona. But to me, this is about a free spirit and a free energy. I always think Aquarian energy with this. This is about floating around. So somebody who's floating around for a while, or maybe you're floating around them. I always think of like friend first, maybe, or something casual, because there's some level of freedom. For those of you that are into non-monogamy, that's usually a good sign as well. But if you're into monogamy, that doesn't mean they're not going to be monogamous. That's just for a few people. Okay, Princess of Wands. It's Page of Wands here. Excuse me, speaking our truth. 9 of Wands. Things getting worse before they get better. A Magician, communication. You're going to be friends with this person first. You're going to be talking to this person for a while. You're going to have great conversations, communications, and then they're going to go cold. And then you're going to have great conversations and they're going to go cold. I do not see this as toxic because I am not seeing expectations. I don't think either one of you are going into this as anything other than friends when you first start. So neither one of you are going to get upset about it. It's not going to be like, oh my God, you're not giving me attention. It's just like casual because you're just friends. So you're like, you're not thinking of them in that way and they're not thinking of you in that way. The 9 of Wands says that they seem to be going through something a little shitty. When you first meet them, like there's some sort of issue or drama that they're going through that they're being a recluse about. Struggle. See, I think they're struggling with something, like they're a little bit down and out, a little bit sad. And they feel like they can kind of confide in you sometimes. So maybe vice versa, but that's what I'm seeing. The Living Legend, Britney Spears, Living Legend. Wait, putting on a pedestal, alone in the world. Oh, shit. They can't fathom that you could be into them. They have low self-esteem. They don't think that you could possibly be into them at all. I mean, technically it could be vice versa where you don't think that they could ever be into you. That's very possible. But one person here just that genuinely believes that this person could never in a million years be into them. I'm going through too many things right now. I'm a huge burden. The Living Legend, I put you on a pedestal. You're too attractive or you're too cool for me. Like I could never, ever be with you. And I think that's why it's casual at first and just friends. Broomstick is clearance. I have to clear out the old energy. Maybe someone isn't over an ex or something as well. Sagittarius energy. And then Saturn. There's a huge lesson that needs to be learned. This is a healing connection for sure. This is someone who's brought into your life on purpose to heal. You need to heal each other. Sagittarius and Saturn, though, to me is about words. Your communication is so important. The way you talk to each other, what you say. This is one of those things that grows over time because you have such a good connection when it comes to conversation and communication. Like these are not people that would purposely ignore each other. These are people that when they speak to each other, it hits different. And even you might travel together too, which maybe you go on a trip or something and that like brings you closer together. Okay, Dragon's Pet, communication between species. Another communication card. Perhaps you guys bond over animals or maybe you meet them at the dog park or something like that. But to me, far, far away, creative energy and Dragon's Pet. To me, that means like the two of you have something in common that no one else does. Maybe you've dated the same person or dated the same type of person or you both do the same thing. There's something that you guys have in common that a lot of people don't. You share something incredibly unique in common with each other that only the two of you understand. You both could have lost a parent at a young age. There's just something there that the two of you have that no one else has. Yeah, ACAT dedication. And then we have Helen of Troy beauty. This is one that grows over time. This is so interesting because to me, one person just feels like you're so out of my league. Like you're so out of my league. And I also think that one of you might accidentally either be hung up on someone or talk a lot about someone, or maybe you talk to them about your type because you're just friends and they're like, oh, I'm not your type, so I don't have a choice. Like there's someone's discouraged in this pairing. One of you is discouraged because you feel like you're not their type. You're like, no, they said that I'm not their type, like whatever, or he's not my type, or she's not my type, or whatever, or my type is this, and they're like, well, I don't look like that, so I'm not even gonna bother. The only way for this connection to blossom, one person has to grow a pair of balls. I do think there's a lot of fantasy energy here. It's giving Pisces. There's a lot of fantasy energy with the creative daydreaming cards. Like I dream of them, I think about them, I journal about them. What if the only way that this will manifest is there's a specific compliment that's going to be given that is like teetering on sexual. Like, damn, your ass looks really good, or something like that, or you look really good in that dress, or I really like that lip color on you. Like there's something that's like a little weird, or like you have great legs, or damn, I love your arms or your abs or your muscles or whatever. There's just something that's a little sus, and that's your way in. This person is going to constantly say how beautiful you are, though. You're so attractive. You're so cute. What do you mean? Like, yeah, they are. But they just feel like there's like this weird energy of like, I'm not good enough. All right, let's pull a song. Why do I sabotage everything I love? It's always beautiful until I fuck it up. One of my favorite BB Rexa songs, Sabotage. This person is a self-sabotager, or maybe you are, but this person feels like everything they touch turns to shit. And they ruin all their connections, and they ruin everything. Self-deprecating as fuck, which is why they're like, I'm not even going to love you, because if I try, I'm going to literally rip it apart and destroy it. So I'm just going to be friends. Some of you might be hooking up at some point and they still keep it casual just because they're scared of sabotaging everything and ruining it. So, be interesting. I mean, honestly, I think eventually you'll have a conversation. It might take a year, but I think you'll eventually have a conversation about that. I wouldn't be surprised if some of your friends have been trying to push you together. Maybe friends are trying to push you together, or mutuals try to push you together. I feel like one of their friends or something might say something to you or try to win you over or sell them to you. All right. If you guys like that, make sure you tip. There's a link to my PayPal down below. There's a button on YouTube that's a heart that says thanks. You give me money directly. And until next time, good luck and have fun.